Check out that view, RC drivers. I'm back out on the lake again, and I have the new Rage RC Velocity 900BL for us to check out today. It's a 4S powered boat, V-hull. Looks pretty cool. Let's get it out of the box and check it out. Took a quick look at the boat back at the workshop. Looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of assembly. Here's the canopy. The boat's all nicely wrapped up, so this should be in good shape. But look at this down here. This is the rudder, so we're gonna have to install that first. Well, I got the boat together, guys. It actually says on the box that it's 100% assembled, but as you saw, I had to go and install the rudder. Only took me a few minutes, so not a huge deal. But here's everything that comes inside the box. The boat will come with a stand. You get a 2.4 gig radio system. Not too bad of a feel for this radio. Instruction sheet, some decals if you want to throw some racing numbers on there, AA batteries, and some basic tools, which I kind of use this wrench to hold the nut down for the rudder. Luckily, I had some tools on board just to make things a little easier than these Allen wrenches. But this is a 4S powered boat, so you're going to need either two 2S battery packs or a 4S pack, and if you run a 4S pack, you'll need to install this jumper. As you can see, the 900BL is a V-hull style boat, which is actually going to be really good because the water's getting a little choppy out there, so this thing's going to rip through that. But let's go over some of the features of the boat. It's actually almost 33 inches long. I think it was 32 3/4. So that's a pretty decent size for a 4S boat. It's got a really narrow design to it, and actually you can see it's kind of rounded on the top. That's because it's also a self-righting boat, which is really important for a lot of people. As you guys saw, the canopy came separately. It's got a foam strip around it and this turn clip on the back, so it really pinches down to help keep water out. Let me flip this over so you guys can see the bottom of the hull. It's an ABS hull. It's painted matte black and on the bottom and then orange on the sides, but looks pretty good. Nice sharp lines on the bottom. But this is what I was pretty impressed at. Look at this. We've got all metal running hardware on the back of this thing. So it has stainless steel turn fins on aluminum brackets and then stainless steel trim tabs. I like that they've got the screw to set the position. And then check out the strut, all aluminum. The rudder bracket, all aluminum as well. They've got the pickup in the rudder itself to go and cool the electronics, plug to drain the water, and a zinc aluminum prop. That's pretty cool. Now let's take a look inside at the electronics. And there's the brushless system. So it's an 1800 kV motor, and it's got it looks kind of like a cooling fin weight on the back perhaps, and that's what helps self-right this thing when you punch the throttle when it's flipped over. There's your 60 amp water cooled ESC, and it does run everything in line. Kind of wish that they had two separate lines to cool the ESC and brushless motor separately. I do like that they've got a metal motor mount, which is part of that cooling since it's a Outrunner style motor. There's the flex shaft and nylon stuffing tube on the inside. Easy to take that collet off so you can go and maintain that flex shaft, which you have to do every few runs. 40-gram servo for steering. There's your Rage RC receiver. And then there's two saddles for the battery pack. So supposedly you could run a 4S pack or two 2S packs. I'm not sure, maybe you would put the one 4S pack on the side because they are offset, but I have two 2S packs with me, so I won't be able to test that out. But good looking boat, we just need to see it run. Let's go hit the water. All right guys, pretty excited to see how the Velocity runs. Let's just hit full throttle right out of the hole. Takes a little while to get up on plane. But we do have two 2S packs in there, 6500s from Max Amps. So there's a little weight in it. And there's our top speed. This boat's supposed to do 45 miles an hour. I'm not quite sure it's doing that right now. Got my speed meter with me, so I'll do that in just a little bit. Put some fresh packs in, but let's just get a feel for this thing. So this boat is actually pretty nimble. Like it actually feels a little soft when you're turning it, almost like a slight hesitation. But it looks really planted in the water. Actually, you could probably do a little tuning, get the nose out, get a little more speed out of it. A lot of that hull sitting in the water. I think that's 45. See, is the water cooling working? Yep, got water spitting out the side, so that's working. Let's do some tight corners here. There's full rip on the wheel. Reverse direction. A little better that way. Wonder if I could get this thing flipped over for you guys. Seems pretty stable. Through the ripples here, maybe? Let's catch these ripples. There we go. Got it over. Oh, it flipped itself back over. So super stable boat, to be honest with you. I think we just need to do a little tuning, get the speed up on it where it needs to be. And this narrow hull just seems to be handling really well. I'm just flat punched here. Just cranking on the wheel, trying to get it to go over. Look how stable it is. Oh, finally, we got it to spin out at least. Carves a pretty nice corner. All right, guys, time to check out the top speed. I've got the GNSS in there. We'll get this fired up. Yep, we've got movement. Here we go. That's a full throttle run. So nice pass all the way back. That was a nice roost off it, right? And we got to bring it close to us. And let's see what we got. 34 miles an hour. That's not what the box is advertising. And actually, I made an adjustment. I pulled up on the trim tabs a little bit and adjusted the strut to get the nose out. I have the batteries all the way back. So let's do another one. All right, I raised the trim tabs up some more. Let's give it another run. It's actually porpoising. Whoa, not as easy to control now. Got more of the front of the boat out of the water. That's good. A little bit of porpoising. We give it one more pass. Looks a little quicker now. A little less controllable in the corner. All right, let's see, what did we get, guys? 35 miles an hour. We picked up 1 mile an hour adjusting the trim tabs. I don't know. Maybe with a different prop it would do 45. But anyway, let's just do a couple passes here now with the nose out of the water. Bow. Again, boat terms, Greg, boat terms. I like it now. It's a little edgier in the corners, makes it a little bit more fun to drive. Gotta be a little more precise. Pretty stable boat. I still want to roll it for you guys. Let's see if I can roll it now. No, still won't roll for me. Come on, there we go. So now, I can show you the self-righting. Just punch the throttle, and there it goes.
So you may have noticed I started shooting this video back in the fall, and I didn't post the video because, well, who's really looking at RC boats in the fall when the ponds and lakes are about to freeze over? But now that it's springtime, it was the perfect time to circle back around and have a little bit more fun with this boat. I took it out again. It's still a blast to drive. It handles so well. Still can't get this thing to flip over, but it's a great looking boat on the water. But we've got something to talk about with the speed. So during the downtime of the winter season, I was able to talk to Rage RC, and they actually recently went back out with a new boat and bought a new radar gun and acknowledged that the speed is wrong on the box. There must have been some sort of glitch in their initial testing, and that my speed of 35 miles an hour is the verified speed. That's the speed they got as well, and they made an honest mistake, and they're going to work, I believe, on changing the box art to reflect that. So just be aware, this is a 35 mile an hour 4S boat. This boat is priced at $399.99, and with this boat, you're getting all aluminum running hardware. If you're gonna go compare it to, like, let's say the Traxxas boat, they have a lot of composite parts on there. So once you add up the price of the nicer machined aluminum hardware on this, you're probably about the same as far as pricing goes if you were to upgrade the other boat. And then the Pro Boat Recoil 2 got a higher price for technically a 3S system. So I think it's priced, right in the middle. So if you're looking to add a boat to your collection, you've got some things to weigh out, but this is a fun, reliable boat. And if you're into it, I'll have links for it in the video description below.